We're about 3 weeks into August, but it doesn't seem to make a difference in mobile gaming. Pretty much every week I make a couple of videos introducing a couple of dozen of new games, but this time I've managed to round up a list of over 30 new games released just this week for your Android and iOS devices as well. If you missed out on its reveal a month ago, a brand new Persona spin-off going by Persona 5X, Phantom of the Night, came our way then just the same, an action RPG adventure but a mobile to PlayStation exclusive. Phantom of the Night just went online in a few more regions and promised to deliver an English version globally by the end of the month as well. This game is playable online, however. It's about 11 to 12 gigabytes in size, and you probably know this, but it's been in development for over 3 years already. With almost 1 million downloads and a literal 5 out of 5, even though it could be fake, since just yesterday, number 2 we have War Thunder Mobile. This is the action strategy AAA that's been sitting through pre-registration on the Play Store for almost a month now. War Thunder is actually a free-to-play cross-platform support MMO military-based wargame that offers over thousands of aircrafts, ships, defensive vehicles to pick up and fight with in real wars. This is in-game footage. What you're watching, the folks promised to release a new patch in about a week. EA Games, if you didn't know this so far, is launching Need for Speed Mobile officially tomorrow. Technically speaking, the game is available as I'm speaking through a Japanese website, but you can wait for the English version for just one more day. It'll be going on both Google and the App Store as a racing sim with literally console qualities and a next generation leap for mobile gaming as EA Games promised. Games are online and it's about 6 gigabytes in size.
My body may break.
With a 4.8 out of 5, almost a 5 out of 5, and almost 500,000 downloads already since just days ago, number 4 we have Apex Heroes Mobile. That is, well, per se, not Apex Legends nor Apex Legends version 2 that we talked about a few days ago, but an evolved version and co-developed Apex Legends that's been overhauled with perfectly restored classic maps with crossplay and controller support as well. Guys, Apex Heroes is about 3 gigabytes in total, runs perfectly on mobiles, and it's almost a game that's bug-free.
Welcome to the revolutionary All-You-Are Team RPG!
Coming as the first work of its developers, or somehow. Number 5 we have Sword Chronicles Awakened. It's rated at 4.9 out of 5, but only 10,000 downloads since just a few days ago. This game is an action RPG, or rather turn-based RPG based off of the Dynasty Warriors premise, mixing that with the combat of games such as Yuden Chronicles or just classic tactical RPGs in a 2D 3D mix. It's a free-to-play game, about 4 gigabytes in total, and goes on both platforms with crossplay. With over 100,000 downloads and a 4 out of 5, number 6 we have Dual Blader. This is a action-packed idle RPG from the same developers of the famous Drop the Number game with over 50 million downloads, Angel Fantasy, and about 100 more games on the Play Store. I mean, for all we know, these folks don't joke when it comes to anime games. You can try this one on the Play Store just now. The iOS version is still in the making. It's about 200 megabytes in size, and it's actually free all the way. Available on the App Store and TapTap for free since a couple days ago. Number 7 we have Thrud Broken Haven, which I've mentioned in the past maybe a few times this month even, as one of the most anticipated games of the year. And if you missed out on its trailers, you should know it's finally here. It's an action RPG flying shooting game, about 3 gigabytes in size and playable only online. About almost a month ago, Black Clover Mobile revealed a trailer regarding the game's English version going by Reyes the Wizard King, which if you missed out on its official update yesterday, the game went on and got itself the English version on both Google and the App Store in addition to PCs. Black Clover Mobile, if you're just new here, is an idle RPG turn-based and gacha adventure that's already downloaded over 1 million times on both platforms. A free game and about 2 gigabytes in total. Gameloft's LEGO Legacy Heroes Unboxed actually just made its way on the Google and the App Store too, for however, only the Netflix subscribers, which originally released this game about 3 years ago on mobiles as a paid game. Anyway, if you do have the Netflix account, Heroes Unboxed is a turn-based RPG in which you basically collect classic and modern LEGO minifigures, build a lot of sets, travel to different maps, complete quests, a lot of them actually, and participate in turn-based battles. It's a great shift. It's a big game, this one. You can try it, however, unofficially if you wanted to. Plays offline and it's about 1.5 gigabytes. Number 10, we have a Kingdom Blood. This is, in case you didn't come across it before, which I kind of doubt, technically based on a Netflix Korean zombie series called The Kingdom. It's a story-driven hack and slasher in its nature and probably the most advanced game in graphics, released in the past few days. Now, here's the thing. I did mention Kingdom Blood in another video recently, an upcoming list, but the game is out now on TapTap and its official website for a testing, not globally, but if you're lucky, you can get a taste of the action yourself. Plays offline, it's about 5 gigabytes in total, and this is really how it looks. Coming from the same developers of Endless Blade, an idle RPG adventure from a few years ago, the company's second attempt at futuristic action games, we've got over here something called Mia, which I did also include in another list I just made a few days ago amongst upcoming mobile games. However, the game, which by the time I thought it's going through very early stages of development, but apparently not. The game is available now on the Google Play. It's going through its soft launch, however, it's free, sitting there with 1 gigabyte of size, and this is how it looks. Granny and Grandpa 5 came out a couple days ago and it's already downloaded over 50,000 times on the Play Store alone. It's a 60 to 50 megabytes in total kind of game, so if you're wondering why the graphics are sucky, it's because of that, but what it does lack in visuals, it does actually make up 10 times more in quality and just fun. It's a hide and seek or rather survival puzzle horror game that basically made to work on all mobile devices, even the ones made out of wood. It's an offline game and it's a free one.
Long ago, the land of Oz.
Now, Tales and Dragons is, in my opinion, has to be one of, if not the best, idle RPG released this year, period. I mean, technically the game is right up there in quality with games such as AFK Arena and Idle Heroes. Hell, it does have an official YouTube account that already revealed more than like 5-6 trailers announcing the game's additions and patches, new characters, and more. So yeah, the game definitely does have potential. It's only a matter of time with it. It's actually developers' first work. It's an online game, of course, and it's about 1 gigabyte in total. However, if idle RPG adventures are your usual go-to games, or you're craving a good one, TT or Tinytails is available on the Play Store but in Korean. I would say it's the best game in the list if I could, but since it's not in English yet, we're just gonna have to wait a little longer to see how it translates in quality too. This game is a divine looking idle adventure, huge in scale, quite a bit inspired by classic RPGs in visuals and gameplay. It's free and about 1 gigabyte as well. Number 15, we have Petopia, which, I mean, don't let what you see here in the trailer or the gameplay limit your perspective, because it's actually an open world casual adventure RPG, which is about just some dude who's walking around all day, gathering supplies and feeding his pets, or the ones that he actually finds along the way, and raises them. You could say it's halfway Harvest Moon, halfway Pokemon with MMO elements. It's a free game, so to speak, about 600 megabytes in total, and definitely the most underrated game, as it's downloaded only 1,000 times so far. Now, Granville Saga here is just an honorable mention in the list. The game is sitting on the Play Store with a 3 out of 5 and about 1,000 downloads. It's an idle RPG adventure, one of the good-looking ones though that released so far, but one that lacks in quality and smoothest overall gameplay. On the other hand, Perfect Heroes is an absolute gem of an idle RPG adventure. Even though it's the first work of its developers, the game is so far rated a 4.7 out of 5 on the Play Store with some of the best battles, really well designed characters on top of a very rewarding gameplay. The whole thing is about 500 megabytes in total and it's free. Advent of God Legends, however, with over 100,000 downloads since only days ago, and its global release is amongst the pack of action RPG MMOs that's been just shoved on the Play Store these past few years, but It is, however, maybe the best in quality in its both English and Indonesian version. It's one hell of an addicting game in pace is what I'm saying. If you like Diablo and you can't afford Immortal, pick this one up and don't even think twice. However, if the 1.5 GB storage size of Advent of God doesn't really cut it for you, well, we've got over here Infinity Fantasy M, which is pretty much an exact copy of Advent of Gods, another MMO action RPG with 1/3 of this size, and almost the same in quality too. Infinity Fantasy M is a translated Korean game, quite enjoyable, it's very rewarding, pretty good boss fights, and it's actually free all the way. And at number 20, we have Cat's Odyssey, Fishermeow. It's a casual life sim, and its developer's first work, already downloaded 10,000 times since 48 hours ago, which in my opinion is pretty much insane coming from a new developer. Delivering a almost Netflix original game in quality, if you may. You like fishing, management, sim games, and cats? It's a perfect game to pick up and play right now. Not enough? Here's 10 more for the road, released literally this week.
Five element synergy, unique lineups. Get all
Hmm.